Fellas, how's it going? We're back. We're back. What's going on? We're gonna be getting some chests in today. It's been a long time. I watched this masterful transition to my other music. Let me quiet it down just a little bit more. It's almost like you can't even tell the transitions there. I'm manually doing this. There has to be a better way. There actually just has to be a better way. That is not effective at all. But man, we just got back from a nice long ski trip. Ooh, I got my ski legs on. Kind of sore, but we're doing all right. I really want to get some League of Legends in, but I don't even know if my buddy who I play with is going to be playing tonight. So it's just going to be mostly chess. And if he happens to text me and it's not too late, then maybe we'll do a little hop and skip over to some League of Legends. But I don't know. I doubt it. Growing up Bloxy's farm, you're already here. What's going on? You just won a game, my man. All right. Let's go. I like the sound of that. Hopefully, hey, you have to throw over some of your luck and some of your good play to me because I might need it. I'm getting kind of rusty. But anyways, let's do a 15-10 game to get the juices flowing. Do I remember my hotkeys? Yeah, I got the hotkeys right. I didn't mess up the hotkeys. I've been gone, but I haven't been gone for that long. Let's go ahead and let's get a challenge going. 15-10, right off the bat. 15-10. We get the black pieces, and I think we'll just go with what we've been playing. The good old Carol Khan. Carol Khan to start. And I mean, I imagine today will be a lot like last week during my last stream where my opponents don't like using their clock and I use every last second of it, but don't lose on time, and then they end the game with more time than what they started with. We'll see what we got. All right. It's already my move. I'm already gonna take some time. Yeah, we just take the bishop. That's all. All right, after he takes back, this is about as far as I know theory-wise. I think it's just c5, but I tend to like to bring the knight out and then c5. But I think better is just going c5 instantly. But I should really look into this a bit more. I try the scholars whenever I can. My man, Bloxy. Hey, I can't hate on it. I cannot hate on it. It's solid. Hey. Do it. And I think the idea here is not to take or push. The idea is we want him to take this at some point, so eventually we can just kill two birds with one stone, develop our minor piece, but also capture back. So that'll be nice. So now the question is, which square does the knight typically want to go to? I imagine it's c6 because then we can put some pressure on that pawn. But also I kind of like this because I think that, it gives me a choice. If he ever does take, I'm already... I guess the knight to either one of these squares is also putting pressure on that. So I think knight c6 is perfectly fine. Probably better. And now this is where I kind of struggle. I need to reroute my knight and bring my... If I can draw arrows, bring my bishop up and out. Man, it's like on the water grind. I think h6 is still kind of like theory. I think we might do that. The problem is it blocks my knight and really I have to take the long way around to get my knight out. So we'll do that. It's a good move in general because it stops two of his pieces from going where they probably want. I don't think I like the pawn push here. I think I want to take. Maybe it'll let me bring my bishop up and out. Maybe. Or do I let it sit and then if he pushes, then we'll consider some other things. Don't really like it pushing because I don't really want to take because I'm just out a central pawn and his pawns are gonna be nice and centered. I think we just take. I think taking is probably just the book move. If there's a book move here. If that is a book move, I think it's this. Can we 1v1? I'm just 1500. Absolutely, Ninja. How's it going? Nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen your name pop up in here before, and if I have, I'm sorry. I do have the worst memory known to man. I think I do remember a little Ninja coming in here once or twice. So yeah, first viewer game after this slow game. If you're still hanging around, can't promise you this is a slower 15:10 game. But if you got me on the second monitor or on your phone and just enjoying the vibes, you're the first viewer game we have. You're first on the queue. First on the queue. Bloxy Farm. I'm in the 200s. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. You're much better than that. You're much better than that. Oh wait, no, I always look at this knight move. We don't have that because he puts me in check and threatens my knight. So I had to move my knight back to where I just left. So that's a nothing move. We don't want to do knight b4, I don't believe. It's a nothing move. So the idea, we need to put some pressure on this backwards pawn. He has 2 defenders. We have 1 attacker. And if we bring our queen up out here, that's 2 attackers. But we're gonna need a 3rd attacker. We're gonna need a 3rd attacker eventually. Do we start rerouting the knight? Or do here? That'll be a 3rd attacker in a couple moves. Once we bring our queen out. I like that. We're gonna try to get our knight up to f5, I believe. Now I kind of don't want to do that because he gets to take my good bishop. My dark squared bishop is considered my good bishop here because most of my pawns are on light squares. I mean, in a way, his dark squared bishop is a bad bishop because a lot of his pawns are on dark squares. I mean, he kind of like he's on the queen side with that pawn, and those are on light squares. So, I don't really want to move this out of the way. So he just gobbles, then I kind of lose my right to castle then as well, because no matter what I take with the rook or the king, I'm kind of committed to castling queenside, but I'm already kind of exposed with no c pawn. So I might need to find a different set of moves. Maybe a6, b5, then leading up to b4. That's a lot of moves just so I can keep my ability to castle. Don't really like that. I'm thinking here, fellas. Alternatively, in 2 moves, we could do a5 and then knight c to b4, and that would just kind of block, and it would but no, again we kind of get back to the I just have to reroute. I can never do this while his queen is on d3 because he just has that kind of like a fork. It's a wasted move. He gets tempo on me. So what's the better move? Guys, believe it or not, I think I am going to take 3 moves to move all these pawns up and over. Is that really the best option I have? That's so silly. That's really silly, but that's what we got, fellas. That is what we got. Honestly, if we do that though, he can just bring his bishop right on in. He still has the same idea. I can't really kick his bishop out of there. Wow, that's annoying. Huh. How's it going? 9. I'm gonna call you 9 because that's a language I'm not familiar with. Nice to meet you, buddy. Kind of a sticky situation. I guess the best move is to kind of go along with our idea. Let him take my knight. I don't know, capture with the rook or the king. Not sure if it really matters, but then bring our queen out and we'll get 3 attackers on this backwards pawn. Fellas, that might be the move. Let's just go with it. We'll figure the rest out. I'll let him take the bishop, but now I have to figure out, do we want to take with the king or the rook? Probably the rook, so at least I have the ability to castle along. That is kind of weird. He kind of gives me the move I've been working for. We also could take, but then we hang the pawn. But I don't think hanging the pawn's the worst thing ever. We could take the bishop, then castle kingside like we've been wanting to do. I definitely don't want to castle queenside. If I take, he'll have to take back, right? There's no way I take and he just gobbles up a pawn. Then there is the case that he could, because then he's threatening a fork. He's threatening a fork with taking my knight. So if I take, he very well could take my b pawn. And then how do we punish him? Do we just swoop in with our queen off our... No, surely there's a way to trap. I need to protect my knight and then also threaten. But right now, this is looking really good because I have 2 attackers. He only has 1 defender since he moved his queen. So once we like exchange some things, give him a pawn, his D pawn's worth more than my B pawn. So I think I'm okay with the even exchange there. But let's if I take, maybe he'll take back first with the knight, which will give me time to save my pawn and my knight. But I think once I take, he's just gonna take. I'm gonna lose my bishop because I have to protect my knight before I try to protect my bishop. Bishop takes a3, queen takes b7, then bishop back b2, trapping the rook. Bishop b2. Oh yeah, that is yeah, but again, we have to watch out for queen takes c6 and forking our king and our rook. So we'll lose the ability to castle. But like you said, Ninja, like you said, his rook is trapped. I like that. Yeah, bishop takes bishop, and then I think I'll figure out the rest. Because again, I'd love to castle kingside, so I think we're gonna go with that. There's a good chance that he just takes. There we go. There we go. All right, I like that. Just have to protect our pawn in some way. And I think I'm definitely down to offer the trade of queens, and then we have 2 attackers there. But he'll be able to swoop in one way or the other and get a second defender behind that pawn. So well, I can do this, offer the trade of queens, takes. I'm threatening his knight, but then he gets to move the knight to defend. I thought I almost had something there. I thought it was gonna give me a moment to take his backwards pawn, but unfortunately not. There's no idea about taking the pawn now because he just wins the knight for free because I can't capture back because my knight's pinned, so can't be thinking about that sort of thing. I need to protect this pawn. And he's offering the trade of queens. Good for me. Man, he has me thinking right now. Just offer the trade of queens. Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, stupid. Or did I just move the rook over one? Move the rook over one. Keep my queen. Push a6 eventually. My knight's guarding my a pawn. If my rook's guarding my b pawn, pushing this up and threatening things, that's all good, you know? Let's keep our queens. Let's keep our queens. Yeah, let's keep our queens. Let's keep our queens for now. And let's just move our rook over. Back to back 2 minute and 52 and 2 minute 53 second moves right there, fellas. Okay, so stopping my ability to castle. Now you got his second defender. 2 defenders, 2 attackers. Do we just... Oh, we can't push b6 because then we're hanging a knight. Don't want to do that. Do we offer the trade of queens this way now? Because then I could capture back with a knight instead of doubling my pawns over here like it would have been a second ago. We could also get our queen more involved, and if he takes, we can take with our knight. But we don't really move our knight on the rim, because then we eventually have to move it back. We might have an idea to finally push the f pawn, because he doesn't want to take, because then we take with our queen, then we have a third attacker. But I'd like the castle first. Do we bring our rook over and he sidesteps his queen back and we just get a draw here? Bro, the time is up. Nah, we got 10-second increments, so we're not losing on time, but I'm gonna make some moves. I'm gonna make some good moves here, I think. Let's actually sidestep our rook. And now we can take and have a discovered attack. I kind of like that, fellas. Moving the rook 1 square over seems kind of silly. Doing 2 rook, like just walking our queen and rook over together. That's kind of funny, but it's kind of tricky. I think he has to think about this. We got some ideas. We'll have a double attack essentially. Dude, we could go for the draw. The first game of the stream draw. He's rated higher than me, so it's to my favor. I'll get some elo for that. Do we just take the draw? Nah, I think I'm gonna move my queen. Kind of block this pin and then castle, and then we should be in a pretty fine position. My queen will be defending this pawn. It changes things up, and look at f6 eventually. 9. Oh, I love your profile picture. My wife would love that. She's a big Grinch fan. My daughter loves that version of the Grinch too. Big fan, big fan. Okay, if we move our knight, we're getting a little discovered attack here. Can we sack? No, because he gets to capture back with a knight. He doesn't have to capture back with a pawn. I thought we could do something kind of silly, but we're not going to do that. We might want to move this pawn, push his queen out of the way. No, because he's just going to go back there and stop my ability to castle. I think we'll castle now, fellas. Go ahead and castle now. He does have knight b4. I'm not going to take because he would just win my queen. So I can't... My knight is pinned because of my queen. But... Alright, are we looking at this now? Not so much now that our queen's off the dark diagonal. Let's just push his queen. We successfully pushed his queen. Yeah, can't go there. Maybe double up our rooks. Or just start gobbling some pawns over here. I think the idea is going to be start gobbling some pawns, fellas. Just gobble up some pawns. Gobble up some pawns. We'll do the pre-move. Take back with the rook. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. He doesn't want it. We reroute, maybe? And try push our pawn past? I'm down to reroute my knight, I think. Let's reroute the knight. We'll take the pre-move here. Atrociously down on time, just as we like it. Dude, right? Right? That's me. That's us. And I'm actually totally down to like locking up the pawns over here. Let's just lock up the pawns. You missed knight takes e5 on the 16th move. Oh, we're coming back to that. We're coming back to that. He keeps making moves. I can't see it. Reroute our knight here. That'd be pretty nice for us. Don't you think? Or do we reroute here and get to attack us? No, we're gonna reroute this way. Reroute this way. Knight takes a5. I think we looked at that. It doesn't work for some reason. I think we did look at knight takes a5 and it didn't work for some reason. But we'll definitely review that in the post game. I think it didn't work because of our that knight was blocking. We can't take this because then he just gets to take with the knight or just takes my queen with his queen. So it didn't exactly work. But I could be wrong. And in fact, I'm probably wrong. I am probably wrong. And we have a knight over here and a couple, a few pieces that can help me gobble. Help me gobble. Help me gobble. We're gonna gobble this pawn. Definitely wants there. He definitely wants that. Can we stop that? Yeah, I think we can stop that. Definitely don't want to give him a fork. Maybe he's not going to get a fork, but... I think we just take the pawn. He's not gonna. I don't know what he's thinking, but we'll take the pawn. He has more time on his clock than what he started with, and we're down to seconds, fellas. We're down to seconds. Let's make him pay. Let's make him pay. Ninja says, "Oh, my move. We'll take the exchange. We'll take the exchange." Take the exchange. Ninja says, "Knight takes e5." Oh, come on. They're making moves, fellas. They're making moves. Trap your knight in there somewhere. Trap your knight in there somewhere for me. Dude, he's moving quickly. He really doesn't have to be moving this quickly. I don't know why he's... I don't know what he's thinking. Do we have a pawn push? I think we have a pawn push, fellas, maybe. No, it kind of opens up his queen to take the square that we don't want to give him. Let me just do a nothing move just to get some time back. Let's get our knight on a better square. I probably want to move my king up as well. But I want to be careful. Yeah, I should move my king up. Oops. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. We don't even have to... We could just not capture back instantly. Maybe do some funny stuff. But we're going to capture back instantly. Solid move. Solid move. Okay. Don't want to put in the same line because then we just lose our queen. Almost lost some time there, fellas. Almost being the key word. Almost being the key word. We almost lost on time, fellas. Almost. We did not lose. We almost lost. Check this out, fellas. It's not so easy for him. And look at that. No more time pressure. No more time pressure for us. Do something silly. Do something silly. What are you gonna do? I have a lot of pawns left. I have a lot of pawns left. I could easily hold the draw, I think. But we're going for a win, fellas. I'm not doing this like silly stuff. I'm going for a win. I'm going for a win. Oh, we might be going for a draw. Push a pawn? Push a pawn. This does nothing because our knight is beautifully blocking that. Go for another push. Oh man. Oh man. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, fella? I think we got you actually. I'm not sweating. I'm just pushing the pawn, fellas. Look at this. Look at this symmetry. His king can't go his king is blocked. That he has to walk out, fellas. Look at that symmetry with the The knight and the pawns. We have this check. And again, his king. Oh my goodness, fellas. We might be onto something here. We are absolutely onto something here. His king can't go anywhere. Dude, push, put. Oh my gosh, dude, fellas. Yeah, we can give that pawn, but he's not stop. I don't think he's stopping. I don't think he's stopping this. Plus, if we bring our knight up here, I might want to move my knight. Or is it absolutely winning if we just go ahead and go for this right now? Let's go for this right now. If he takes, we could even like, we can even move our, we could move our knight. Do we need to save it or can we just push? We should probably save it, right? We'll save our knight. He has no checks. What's he gonna do? We could play it safe here. Take, and then he can't take that. Or can we just push? Push feels more dominant. Feels more forcing. Push, he moves up. I promote with the D pawn. Because if he takes, I promote away from this square. It'd be a mistake to push. He goes there. Me promote here. Well, no, it's winning either way. We'll figure it out, fellas. It's winning either way. Guys, this guy has 18 minutes and 23 seconds on his clock. We started with 15. I'm down to seconds. He should feel really silly right now. I don't think it's a mistake. I think we can promote either way. This feels safer. I kind of want to see if both work. Actually, this is better because then we get to save our knight, I think. Yeah, take that, fella. You probably feel so goofy right now. There, take my knight. What happened, fella? What happened? We're not gonna blunder this and get a stalemate, fellas. I promise you that. We're not gonna get a stalemate. We are not going to get. I'm about to get a stalemate. Watch this. No stalemate. Oh, I need him to just take my knight. Just take my knight. Bum, bum, bum. That's a stalemate if I mess this up. Don't mess this up. Just take my knight. Take my knight. And we're not gonna be silly about this. We're not gonna be silly about this. This is a easy dub. I should have went there. It doesn't really matter. There we go. There we go. There we go. GG, fellas. Accept a draw? No thank you, man. Maybe you shouldn't have 20 minutes on your clock. No draw. No draw. Nice try. He's just gonna spam. He's spamming me, fellas. He wants the draw. I'm just saying no. Is he gonna run down his 19 minutes that he's accumulated in this game? Fellas, this was a fabulous win. This is fabulous. Fellas, that feels so good. Guys, I don't know what it is with these rapid games. No one likes to use their clock. No one likes to use their clock. Wow. Yeah, Bay USA says atrociously down on time, just as we like it. Right? This is the most satisfying to win. This is the most satisfying way. Dude, he's actually going to get banned on chess.com because he's going to run out his 19 minutes. Don't worry, the game will be abandoned in like 2 minutes or something because they see he has one legal move, but nah, he's going to get... It's gonna count as an abandonment game in like a minute, I'm sure. There's no way that chess.com lets this slide. Good game, fellas. Is this guy looking at the clock? A king and a dream. Fellas, I was down to, there's one move here. We'll go back to it. I was down to 1 second and I almost didn't get the move in time. It was a bad move, but hey, it saved us, and then we got a minute back instantly because we had a lot of nothing moves. He's gonna let his clock run out, says Kung. Kung 2080. Nice to meet you, fella. I did this too and I wasn't banned. I mean, we got other things to do. We could open up a new tab or something. No, it's going to, there's no way this runs down the entire way. Well, while we got time to look at this, you said move 16. You suggested, was it Ninja? You suggested knight takes e5. I don't think it works because then he takes knight. Doesn't he just take with the knight? And then it's threatening my queen, but then I could... Oh, wait. No. If I move, he can't because I take his queen. I thought if I did this, I would just be hanging my queen, but I don't because I could capture back. But then he gets the capture, and it's very uncomfortable. I don't like him. I don't like the idea of losing my ability to castle. But also, it unpins... I am threatening this knight move. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that. Yeah, I think Ninja's onto something here, fellas. I think Ninja knows what he's talking about. Okay? Ninja knows what he's talking about. Ninja knows. Okay, I have 2 forced move. Like, his king can only go here, so I have 2 forced checkmates. And I am surprised that the clock is allowed to run down this long when there's only 1 possible move. There's no way. There's no way. Guys, he offered me a draw like 8 times, 1, 2, 3 times in a row, and I declined every one of them. What a sore loser. Let me take a look at that move 16 again. Let me see if I can analyze. If I take, he takes. I take back. He takes, puts me in check. I have this looming thing here, but I have to move my king somewhere. I have to move it here to defend this pawn. Guys, he just offered me another draw. No, thank you. I'm going to say, no thanks. Enjoy the ban? Question mark. No, I'm just kidding. That would tilt him. I'm going to say, good game. Good game. Poor sport. Let me give him the little thumbs down. Where's the thumbs down thing? I can only thumbs down him afterwards. Let's go ahead and report this guy right now. Maybe that will quicken the thing up. Report. Verbal abuse, racism, violence, sexual harassment, cheating, stalling, and quitting. That sounds like it. Can I get all these? No, I can only do let's be real. I'm not gonna be silly about this. Stalling and quitting game. And then we'll go ahead and block him as well. Don't need this. Thank you for your report. We will review and evaluate all reports carefully. I feel like chess.com has gotten really good at that as well. Go ahead and decline. Yeah, I'd love to see what the computer says about this, Ninja. I think you have an idea there. I'd like to see. Yeah, you might be right. It might be the best move. But let's go ahead. Let's pre-move the win. And yeah, that was his 5th draw in a row, but we reported him. Maybe that will speed things up here. I can't believe this is great. This is really great. But hey, fellas, I must say it's so nice to be back. Got work in the morning. I just got home from a nice little ski trip, a ski vacation. We went up to Killington, Vermont. It was a lot of fun. I didn't realize this though. In hindsight, we should have probably looked into it, but there was no night skiing. Ugh. Shake my head. I love me some night skiing. But so that kind of, I was doing the math. I was like, okay, the tickets came out to about this a day. That's not too bad. It's a little more expensive than what I'm used to. And then we get there and I realize, wow, it's a lot more expensive than what I'm used to because they close at 4 o'clock. It's like open from 8 or 9 to 4. 8 to 4 or 9 to 4, one of the two. I'm like, wow, I paid slightly more per day, and you're knocking off half the day. Like 4 to 9 is like prime time skiing up there in the night, in the lights and stuff. But oh well. Oh well. Capture back with night. Yeah, we'll take a look at that. I like that. I like that, Ninja. GD, nice to see you too. GD says, nice to see you. Very nice to see you as well. Fellas, okay, he's taking forever. Let's just, I'll share with you some of the game right now, but look at this. Okay, it's pretty standard. We're just doing the Caro-Kann, and it's all even Steven. We did think a lot about this move. We wanted to find a way to preserve our idea of castling. I was afraid that he would take my bishop, and then I'd have to take back with my rook or king, and then I would lose my ability to castle. But I'm also hanging a pawn here. But eventually we decided to go ahead and take. Surprisingly, oh, Ninja in the chat, he actually had this idea, like if the queen comes here, he suggests that we can just bring our bishop here, boom, boom. His knight is trapped, or his rook is trapped. But we had to worry about his queen taking my knight and forking me and stuff. So I'd have to move out, check. And then he wouldn't be able to take my rook. But eventually I'd be able to take his, but then, I don't know. Dude, guys, another draw. I'm going to accidentally press this green button. I do not want to press that green button. Wow. Okay, he's being silly. I am going to say enjoy enjoy the ban. No, I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say enjoy the ban. I don't want to give chess.com any reason for not having a bad report or something. All right, let's get back to this. Surprisingly, he takes it. I guess he probably saw the whole what Ninja was suggesting, so he does take, but that just helps me because now I don't have this annoying bishop stopping me from castle. Move our rook over to defend our pawn. Move our rook over once again. And honestly, this I was considering. We're gonna go back and forth. If I was gonna take a draw, it was here, and when the game was still like in the opening, essentially, just transitioning into the middle game. But we don't. I was like, we're not doing the silly draw stuff. Yeah, we get like 3+ points in elo or whatever, but no, we're gonna go for the win. Things continue, and slowly but surely, I do kind of mess up here eventually. I think I'll let things loose. It's looking fine, but I accidentally kind of let his knight get the better of me here, and he's able to get his queen back on my back line, and I start, like, look at that. Look at that, fellas. We knew his knight was going to go here. I should have moved my king up instead of moving my knight, perhaps. I should have moved my king up to stop his knight from getting the square that he wanted, but I didn't see that until a move later. He gets my rook, I get his knight. Yeah, it's a queen minor piece versus a queen major piece, but dude, he gets back here. I think it's this move. This move, I was down to like 1 second and I almost wasn't able to make a move. I didn't want to put myself in the same line as my queen because then I lose my queen. However, I figured if I go here when he puts me in check, then I can save it. And we quickly made like 4 moves in a row, 3 moves in a row. And I got back up to like 30 seconds. And well, he falls apart. He should be able to win this, but I also felt like at the very least I could hold a draw. And like that could have been a repetition. He mistakenly moves king g2. And I just get to gobble a pawn, and instantly it's starting to feel like, ooh, he might be losing this. He's kind of messing things up. He lets me gobble another pawn. And look at that, guys. Yeah, it's a knight versus a rook, but I got 4 pawns and he has 1, and 3 of my pawns are passed pawns. So, and guys, look at this. He can't, like, he can already not go in. He can't take that. He can't swoop his rook, down to, like, I don't know. It doesn't, like, yeah, he probably should just go here. No, he can't, because then that's just a fork. If I can draw arrows, that's just a fork if he goes here trying to gobble a pawn. That's hilarious. And then it's just a slow process. This was crazy. Look what his king can't go anywhere besides this square over here. Look at all my pawns. Look what they're doing, man. And my knight. Oh my goodness. And then slowly but surely, his one rook was not able to beat my knight in a few pawns, and now he's being a poor sport about it. We're down to the last move. I got mate in 1 in 2 different spots. He can only move king d1. So we'll pre-move again. Wow, I can't believe... This should count as an abandoned game. Having one forced move and taking literally 10 minutes. He had 18 minutes on his clock when the game started. Wow. You can play a bot while playing, or while waiting. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Night skiing sounds super dangerous. Oh, well, no, they didn't have night skiing because they don't have like the infrastructure for it. They don't have lights all over the trails and stuff. When a resort is actually well lit, it's beautiful, and it's honestly sometimes it's even easier than day skiing somehow. At least for me, my first couple years of going, because it kind of gives you this like false sense of confidence where you're like, oh, I can go a little faster. So in that sense, it is kind of more dangerous. I can go a little faster than what I feel comfortable with. But no, if it's well lit, it's a good time. You have special lens. My goggles, you can interchange most goggles. You have a like kind of a base, and then you have daytime goggles, which are essentially like sunglasses. Then you have clear lens, essentially like a nighttime lens, and so you can actually see. So they're not going to be like, it's not like you're wearing sunglasses out there during night skiing. It's a lot of fun. I hate when they just bail out like that. Well, the thing is, he literally just offered me another draw. This is his, what, 6th draw that he's offered? I'm sorry. Okay. Disable draw offers for the game. Yes, I don't want to mistakenly hit the let's just tell him you have 1 legal move. I'm gonna say king d1. Oh, chat is disabled. He disabled chat. That's why I can't message him. That's probably... Oh no, it's because I reported and blocked him. So it goes both ways. It goes both ways. Shrimpy 1v1. Yes, you're right after. Wow, I'm so sorry. Ninja wants the first game, and I'm so sorry, Ninja. I have to make this up to you because the game should have been over 10 minutes ago, but you've been waiting patiently. I think you're still here. I'd love to get that game going. But Shrimpy, you're number 2. You'll be game number 2. His app is open or probably tapping the screen, so it can't abandon. Wow, that's petty. That's petty. Some of us have, like, you know, real jobs. I have work in the morning. I'm trying to provide, like, a little, you know, a moment of entertainment and enjoy my hobby, but now I'm just being held here. This is great. I would like this guy to pay me $30 for my time. I think that's fair. Pay me good, 50. Give me $50. Give me $50 for my time. Game abandoned after, wow, he had 18 minutes. Let's see this, fellas. Now, well, let's just go straight to the review. We're not going to waste any more time on that. We're not going to waste any more time on that. Let's take a look-see. Let's take a look-see real quick. Ninja, you're in here. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Boom. Yeah, let's not give that guy any more airtime. We don't need that in our lives. Ninja rated 1586. I gotta lock in, fellas. Gotta lock in. Thank you. Good luck. Yeah, good luck. Have fun. Good luck, have fun. We'll give up the bishop pair. And, what do we want? What do we want? Do we want to bring the knight out? And if he takes, which way do we actually capture? I think capturing outward is probably right, but it feels so clunky. I think we just go d3 here. Open up our diagonal for a bishop. First viewer game of the night, fellas. Ninja XTK. I wonder what the XTK stands for. I'm curious. Ninja, can you share with us the deep lore behind your username? Do we just have a this? It would just help his development, or can he just simply push? Help his development, but his knight stays pinned. And then we have pawn e5 or something. Let's try something like that. Do we have pawn e5? Or can you just take? No, it's defended. But if we take, then our bishop's not defended. It's tricky. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It's just ninja. Oh, ninjax. And the TK is my initial. Oh, TK is are your initials. Very nice. Ninjax. I like it. Ninjax TK. Oh yeah, he has that knight move too. Very solid. Very solid. All right, let's develop our last minor piece. Let's figure out where we want our last minor piece. I can definitely see knight d2, go into c4, and then eventually get into e5 perhaps, and we have another defender, so if he wanted to take, we'd be able to capture back and have our knight on a decent square. But that doesn't really work. Getting our knight on the square doesn't really work, because he just gets to fork us. Look at me, I'm getting myself into trouble. But we definitely do want to move our knight. Is there a better idea to move up here than down here and then reroute it, one of these two ways? We definitely want to move it here because right now our rook is trapped. So let's go ahead and move it there, and then we'll pre-move the cat take back if he wants to take. Good on him for not taking, keeping the pressure. I like it. I like it. We could push our pawn, locking up his dark sword bishop a bit. And, saving our central pawn. We don't want to take because it just fixes his pawn structure. I don't think we want to take. I think pushing e5 is the most natural. Again, it kind of blocks up his bishop. It's guarded. Eventually we could push this again if he takes. Maybe we can take with one of these pieces. Let's see. Yeah, Shrimpy. Can't wait. GD, my username is worst chess player. I hope someone challenges me because I am bored, fellas. GD, I'd hate to do this to you, but I feel like it's in my best interest to give them a fair warning about your little antics, your tricky play style. That's all I'll say. He's very tricky. Watch out if you play GD. He's better than what his rating says it is. Yeah, I think we just do e5. Pawn push to e5. My pawn will be a little overextended, but I think I'm willing to pay that price. It'd be a little overextended, but then we can always bring our bishop in if he takes. I mean, we have a very, very aggressive pawn, which would likely be gobbled up instantly with a knight back, and then he has two attackers, and then we have nothing to defend it with. But we're gonna go ahead and push the pawn. Push the pawn. This his doubled c5 pawn is definitely weak. Okay, he has two attackers. A simple rook over would help with that. Is there an idea of rerouting the knight to threaten this pawn if he takes? Well, he's not gonna take with his queen, but if he takes, take. I mean, he could lose his ability to castle, which might be, which I'm not sure if he's really concerned about. He has a pretty strong central pawn castle going on. He might not even want to castle. Very well that he might not want to castle. Rook to e1 seems to be probably fine. But then he gets to move his knight. If you rook over, he just gets to kind of move his knight out of the way. No, we're thinking. We're thinking. I guess if he moves his knight out of the way, it's fine. Do we just take the knight with the bishop now? He takes back with the queen, probably. And then it's just going to be knights versus bishops. Ninja, I don't see you giving me any suggestions now. What gives? What gives? Come on, man. I don't think I really just want to drop the bishop back. I think I like where my bishop's at right now. I feel like his knight being on f5 would be annoying, but I guess it's not. It really isn't the end of the world. It really isn't. And if he ever does take and I take, and then, you know, he takes back. I don't know, man. It'd be nice if I didn't have an F pawn here. I could just bring it on over and threaten some stuff. I don't think we have D4. Take back. I mean, we would have two defenders, but then he definitely likes his knight move. Then we could reroute our queen somewhere, maybe. Bring it on over here, and then kick his knight, and then bring our bishop in. Do some silly stuff. Maybe I'll just offer Ninja like 5 draws and then go AFK, and then get banned and reported by him, and then that's the best option I have, fellas. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Strippy likes the bishop takes knight ID and then going rook e1. Yeah, that seems pretty solid. I think that's like one of our best. Capture pawn by en passant. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Let me just go here. Ugh. It's not working. Man, bishops versus knights. Ugh. I mean, there's a lot of pawns on the board. Knights are better. Let's flex on that. Knights are better with all these pawns on the board. Allegedly. Allegedly. And yeah, we'll bring the rook on. Move up. And then find ways to... Well, now it's guarded by that. We're gonna have to do something over here, fellas. We're gonna have to do something on the queen side. I'd like to move my knight so I can get my queen up and in, but his queen is stopping my knight from going anywhere. But fortunately, my knight is stopping his queen from going anywhere. We're stopping each other. We're stopping each other. Maybe a pawn, you know, h4 and then a knight up idea. And then once he kicks me out, I can bring the knight back here and then find a way to bring my queen up and in. Or do we start rerouting our other knight up and in? Like this. I think h4 is likely the best move, actually. Doesn't it just get met with h5? But if he does, then I don't think he does want to do h5 because he doesn't really want to push this pawn. Let's go with this fella. Let's go with this pawn. Let's go with this. Shrimpy likes d4. Shrimpy likes d4. Rugby likes d4. Do we need to match this pawn push? Should we match this pawn push? We might want to match that pawn push, fellas. Smash that pawn push first. Fortunately, his bishops, I don't think, are really going to be able to do too much. Not until he starts pushing these pawns and doing something. I'm not sure which, you know. Because even that gets stopped. And so now he's going to start figuring out something here. You might want to kick back the knight preemptively. Might need to push this pawn so this pawn has a defender once we move our knight. And we want to come back here and then bring our queen up and in. But what's he threatening? Is he threatening this? Honestly, if he does that, I'm pushing my pawn forward. But that's not really a good move. I think we got time to do something here, fellas. He pushes his pawn. He gives us knight e4. And get my knight up and in there. I think we're sitting pretty, fellas. I think we're sitting pretty. We're gonna really flex. We're gonna really trust that knights are better with closed endgames with all these pawns. And like, I'm just gonna lock this up now, right? I'm just gonna lock this up. And if he rooks over, I mean, I'm not gonna push. I'm not gonna give him any trades. I'm just gonna protect my pawns back here, fellas. If we go up, he pushes, and then, but then we can get our queen up into the game. I think I'm liking this, fellas. I don't see anything crazy right now. Our knights should be stronger than his bishops. That's all. I'm gonna trust the chess principle. I'm gonna trust the principles right here. I think we just want to bring our rook over, and then if he ever finds a second attacker, we just bring our queen over. But I don't think he really wants to move his queen off of like defending, you know, stuff over here. This is really just solid chess. It's really just solid chess. Ninja, you are good. This actually might just be a draw, but I'm sure we can find some attacking chances here. And I don't think we're going to take that. I think we'll just let him take, and then we can take with, you know, something. He also is no longer defending this. We don't have a knight to that square yet, b4, because he has 2 attackers. I only have 1 defender if I move my knight. If he ends up taking, we might just take with the knight. We still have 1 defender on this pawn. He only has 1 attacker. And then, I mean, our knights are like blockades for his pawn. But we also might just take with the queen. And then find a way to get in here somewhere. Not quite sure yet. We don't have this move anymore because if he takes, and nothing's, I mean, I guess we still have the rook. We can't take back with, oh, maybe we do have this now. Not really leading to anything. Start moving. Hmm. Strippy says your defense is too good. Yeah, we'll see. He might be cracking it soon. He might be cracking it soon. I'm not sure. Don't really want to do this, right? Because it's just going to open it. Like, his bishop is so bad right now because of his own pawns. You know, we could trade off some pieces and stuff, but again, he has it helps his bishops. I don't want to help his bishops. I kind of want to do nothing. I wish I could just pass the turn. Your move. Maybe bring our... Even though I'm gonna capture back with my queen probably here, I'm still just gonna move my queen, I think. But maybe I bring up my rook first. No. We don't have any silly, like, knight sack here, right, do we? That'd be wild if we did. Let's see. Do we actually want our king on a different square? Let's just move our king. Man. King G2 or King H2. Shrimpy, you and I. What's going on tonight? What's going on tonight? Felipe says pawn c5, Nomasbro, Luego, horse d4. C5, pawn c5. I take the pawn c5. I don't. I guess we didn't really consider taking, but I don't really want to. But why do I not really want to? I don't know. I just want him to take, and then we'll block this up. Taking back with the queen or the knight? Queen or knight? Probably the queen, because we still have two defenders here. I might need that other defender here shortly. So if I move with my queen, plus I can find ways to reroute. I take with my queen. I mean, he's going to be doing this, right? He's going to be doing f6. Stick with the queen, fellas. Stick with the queen. Queen take back easy. Horse. I'm getting mixed signals, fellas. I'm getting mixed signals. I think queen it feels stronger because now we can now we have options of where we want to move our queen to. It was still just stuck on its home square. So finally getting that moved, and now our rooks are working together. Feels good. Feels good. Okay. Fortunately, our knight is defending her pawn, but ugh. Go here, maybe trade. He takes back and then lock this up again. I don't know what else do we got. I think we have to go on with our ideas here. He definitely wants to double up. Can we just go back? He takes, I come back, I threaten, and then keep doing this back and forth game. And then now once that's taken, we can eventually move our knight there too. That could be an idea. Nope. I think we're just gonna drop the knight back. No, that doesn't quite protect my pawn like I thought it was going to. I need time. That's a bad move, because now I can't even get my queen down and over and to defend that. Oof. Alright, we're gonna give it up. We have two defenders on this pawn once again. We'll take. Oof. Do we have some nasty thing here with c3? That seems like a fork. Gets to win a pawn, gets to trade some pieces off. He's going to be up a pawn or two. Yeah, he's going to be up 2 pawns. Well fought, Ninja. I think you get this one. Do we actually just save our rook and keep it? Wait, what? Did my time just... I thought I had like... Whoa, no, 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 no! No! I just went down from 15 seconds to 0. Did my clock time out? Oh, that feels so silly. GG, Ninja, GG. So we're going to be done with the slow games. We're going Shrimpy's next. I'd like to get some fast games in. Let's review this. Oh, man. Yeah, he was slightly better at that point. Man, he was playing on an 1850 rated level. What a game, Ninja. Thank you so much for the game. Well done. Well done. Very well done. Has some missed wins there. That's funny. Yeah, and I start losing it, fellas. My idea here was actually I was gonna just try to keep the rook. Slight inaccuracy. His bishop gets activated. Wow. Do I not just have this? Yeah, and he's definitely better. Now all his pawns are on light squares, and he has a very good, you know, dark squared bishop. And my queen is trapped. Look at that, fellas. Look at that. And I can't really move out because he still gets to just win my queen. Wow. Ooh. All right, Shrimp, let's get in here. What a game. What a game. You mind if we do a little blitz action? Well, I should be fair. Do you want to do a slower time control? We can do a slower time control if that's more your speed. We can do a slower time control. Boom, I sent you a challenge. Yes, good game, Ninjas. Thank you so much for the game. I appreciate ya. Very nicely done. Ooh, it's already 9 o'clock. You know why I say, fellas, 10 p.m. is my hard cutoff. It should be a little sooner than that too, because I got wake up early. But don't worry, the stream started a little later than usual. I guess it starts about the same. I wanted to start at like 6 or 7, but it turned out to be like 7:30 or 8, which is fine because I was working on a new chess video. I think I'll probably release it tomorrow. Maybe I'll let it sit on it for a couple days. I think apparently, I don't know. I'll probably release it tomorrow. I got a nice little, we review our chess game. Some of you guys are actually here for it, but my very first game against a candidate master, my first ever like master of anything, candidate master. He had a little red CM by his name. It was a good game. So that video, I guess, will probably come out tomorrow. Finished with the thumbnail and everything. We're looking good. We're looking good. Why do I always get myself in these silly situations against you, Shrimpy? Shrimpy, you're really mean. I'm gonna go for, can't do that. All right. Well, can I take back with the pawn first? Let's pre-move. You're a good player, but you're too defensive is all. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's fair. I'm usually, that's actually a huge compliment. You know why? Because Command Pro, he's our other in-house 1900 rated player, and he thinks I'm too aggressive. So like, hey, I mean, hey, maybe I'm a well-balanced player. Probably not. But I think he says I'm aggressive in the opening, and then so both can be true. I'm aggressive in the opening, and then I just get too defensive. We have a nice little check. We might as well just take that. Take the check. Might as well take the check. Can't push the pawn here because then we gobble. We gobble. And let's get our other bishop out. And we have the bishop pair. And the ladies are off the board. So already really liking this. Already really liking this. I'm going to go here. Have to be careful with the knight coming here and doing silly things. If we go here and she goes there and then we drop our back, that could be an idea too. Let's go this way, fellas. I want to get my bishop back over here to protect some things. Well, I can't protect both. Unfortunately. But I think I prefer to protect this one. And then she can take my double pawn. Double pawn march. Yeah. We'll protect this one. We'll let her take that one. We'll let her take that one. I just want to walk away. That way she doesn't have any more checks. Nah, I kind of want to just kick her out. Kick her out. She has that check. Could be annoying, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Ooh, GD is getting the challenging ninja. Challenging ninja. Good luck, GD. Good luck. And this will obviously run into another check Harune. I think I'm fine with that. Give me another checkaroonie. And now we can step back to H2 and then have no checks on me, and I can get my bishop out. Problem with it being on a dark square is like once she pushes that pawn, she'll have another check on me. But I guess we just go back and forth. But I'll take my chances. Not it's gonna take her unless she does this, but then she won't have that check. If she does, okay. She's gonna stop me from going there, but also stops her from getting an obnoxious check on me. So let's go ahead. And what now? Offer the traded bishops. Or minor pieces, rather. Probably not. If I go here, take. I'll be threatening this bishop, or this pawn, but it's easily guarded. Yeah, I kind of want to keep my dark sword bishop. So let's go here. Keeping the bishop pair. Keeping the bishop pair. Yeah, now she's sizing it up. Do we just want to push? And when she pushes, we push again? Nope, that's kind of annoying. We just do it now. And then take. Sword nonsense. My pawn's guarding these squares, but this square is being guarded by this, and this square is being guarded by our king. So I'm not worried about knights coming in. I think we just push F4. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Fellas, I did not break any bones while I was skiing today, or this weekend, and I didn't realize this, but the last lift ticket I had on my ski jacket was from like 2022, and I think that's about, yeah, I don't think I've had any other ones or paid by a different way. I think that was the last time I went, and so the very first hill I took, wow, my legs were so sore. It felt like that was the first time I ever went skiing. Like, I don't remember my legs getting this sore except for when I was first learning how to ski. But by the second hill, I already kind of got the muscle memory back, and it was a blast. It was fun. The fellas and I, we're gonna try and schedule our next ski trip for like the end of February and do something a bit more local. That way, that was like a 7-hour trip, car ride out. Got to watch some football. Was it last night? Yeah, I watched some. We got to. Oh wow. The Broncos beat the Bills, and the funniest part is I was rooting for the Bills. I like both teams. Bo Nix is pretty cool too, but really rooting for the Bills there. But they lost. Josh Allen lost to Bo Nix, and then Bo Nix right after the game, like an hour later, to get like a ESPN news. Bo Nix out for the rest of the season because of a broken ankle like he had during the game, and he's still, I'm like, wow, Josh, you just had to get over. Like, it's the guy who beat you in the playoffs is not even gonna be in the Super Bowl if they make it that far. I have a friend who's, I feel like all my friends, like, their secondary team are the Bills, but I have a friend that's a big Broncos fan, and so I was like, I'm kind of happy with either team winning. It was a lot of fun. Bring our rook over. We also have kind of an annoying bishop move, but not really that annoying. And we could also kind of reroute our bishop to get rid of these pesky minor pieces. Their minor pieces are very annoying. Bring the rook over. Bring the rook over. Kind of dangerous. Kind of dangerous. I wonder if my body's going to be on. I was hoping to get a game of League in tonight, but I don't think that's going to be in the cards. I haven't seen him online. But that's okay. Chess is better. Chess is better than League. League of Legends. Chess is better than League of Legends. Yeah, fellas, if you're new here, I have this awesome thing where, ooh, we're getting the trade. I have to make sure I don't botch this. I think I just take first. Take the rook first, and then take the pawn. And she's gonna be able to come back, but she can't actually gobble that pawn because it's protected. So I like this. I like this. I like this. And I don't have any weird forks. I don't think so. Or she doesn't have any weird forks. I can't go up here with my king because of her knight. So I'll have to backpedal, but make sure I don't pedal in a way where I get in an uncomfortable position. Probably here to G1 because H1 just walks into another check. I like the offer of rooks here. Actually, this knight has been very pesky. This knight has been very pesky. Just kind of need to keep a hold of my. Some ideas to push my pawn, perhaps. Eh. I think I just offer the trade of rooks, honestly. I have to figure out this pawn endgame out. Let's figure out the pawn endgame, fellas. With bishop versus knight. Bishop versus knight. I've shown you guys this 1,000 times, but my subscriber alert doesn't work. It's supposed to look like that, but it doesn't work. So if you've subscribed today, fellas, thank you so much. But also sorry that you weren't given the proper recognition that you deserve. It's going to take me so long to figure out why this isn't working. It's really annoying that it doesn't work. I see nothing obvious to fix that. Very annoying. Okay. Just start bringing my knight on up. Or my knight, my king. Or do I infiltrate? Infiltrate doesn't quite work yet. Let's move our king. Trade the minor pieces off, and then this should be a pretty textbook. Do not think I'm winning this. I don't even think I'm drawing this, fellas. NGL. NGL. Not going to lie. I have to figure something out on the king's side. Have to figure something out on the king side. This king can't go anywhere there. Love her king to not be there so I could, you know, figure something out. Who's gonna be Zugzwand? Zugzwand. I think you're Zugzwand now. Or am I Zugzwand? Can I hold a draw? Might be able to hold a draw, maybe. Maybe. I think I have to draw my king back to f3, and then if king e5, then I get back here. But no, it just... Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. Shrimpy, you're definitely winning this thing. Nothing works here, fellas. Nothing works. I'm Zugzwand. I'm gonna have to make a move that I don't want to. Eventually, I'm gonna have to drop back, and then she gets in. Yeah, Zugzwand, yeah. I can't. King F3. Once I do King F3, I'm never gonna have King F4, because once I go King F3, she comes here and I can't go back. Really nice moves. Really good game, Shrimpy. Really good game. Felipe, yeah, very good suggestions for sure, for sure. Rexy is real. Giving the sleep emoji. Hey, hopefully we're providing a chill atmosphere. Just chilling. We're just chilling. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. Shrimpy says, "Draw. I rather lose." Nah, you can get the win here. I have faith in you, Shrimpy. You can get the win. You can get the win here for sure, for sure. You're doing me dirty. Me dirty. Alrighty. Can she get the checkmate with 3 queens, fellas? I'm on the edge of my seat. Yeah, I think you're winning again too. Yep, I think you're winning too. There it is. Well done. Well done. Let's take a review, shall we? Was there ever a draw? What? Guys, I actually played that game at 1950 rated level. Shrimpy played at 2000 level. And no, there was no draw to be held. There was no draw to be held. She was dominant, absolutely dominant for the entire game. Wow, that's just a straight blunder. What? What? That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Wow. Completely winning. Completely winning. And yeah, there was no draw here. No draw. What a game. Alright, we're going to pivot to some Blitz. We've been playing all these slow games today. I would love to pivot to some Blitz here. Let's lock in. It's going to be a little bit more... There's going to be a higher tempo going here, fellas. Fellas, I love Animal Blocks in the chat. How's it going? Let's get some Blitz game. Let's pick up the pace here tonight, shall we? Let's pick up the pace a little bit. We're going to pick up the pace. Picking up the pace today, fellas. Picking up the pace. Boop, 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 boop. Do we get our second attack? Not quite. Picking up the pace. Picking up the pace. Picking up the pace. Pace. We're going so fast. So fast. Really, really fast. How fast? So fast. Super duper fast. We got 2 attackers on this. You got 2 defenders. Okay. Go ahead and save that. And then maybe bring our knight in a nice little square. Does give them that. Kind of annoying, but they don't take it. They do not take it. Let's get another attacker on that square. Pull it back. And I think I'm down to take. Do we have a pawn push? Kind of does nothing. I go ahead and offer my good bishop, honestly. Get my queen more into the game. Offer up the bishop. I know it's my good bishop, but his bishop's in a pretty sticky spot for me. Very sticky spot. We're gonna rook over and push. No. Only have one defender on this pawn if I move my other pawn. Don't think this is in our best interest either. I mean, cook him out and then start pushing all my pawns, but don't really like that instinctively. Pretty bad. All right, let's figure something out. This isn't a slow game. This is our first blitz game of the night, and we don't want to be using too much time. We only have 2 seconds added instead of the 10 seconds that we're getting so used to. Nice game, GG. Thank you so much, Shrimpy. Appreciate you. Likewise, you're really good. You are really good. It's a pretty active square for knight. Threatening mate in 1. We can stop that, and then we have that attack as well. Let's go ahead and stop. How do we want to stop it? Yeah, this is probably the best way to stop it. Maybe start fighting for this. And do we take with the knight first, perhaps? Or do we take with the... Let's take with the bishop first. Better was probably taken with the... Just move this out of the way. Wow. Needs a lot of time. They gave me knight e5, which is nice for us. We have a double attack here somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know what I'm doing. We're running so low on time. Not used to these fast games anymore when you play 3 slow games in a row. Jeez. But I don't lose on time. I just hung my queen. Time pressure, man. It hurts. Time pressure is so bad. You're going to do this to me. This is crazy. They're gonna promote to another night. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. I had a feeling he was going to do that. Why would you do that? Does that actually work? Got some checks, of course, but man, how does that actually work? Does it actually just work? It doesn't work now. I think you just gave me a free piece. Just trying to make quicker moves. I get into these silly positions because I'm silly. Hey, we gotta win. What a guy. What a guy. GD says, I'm reviewing the first game I played against you. Stockfish say, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Playing against Ninja. You're not stupid. It's just a game. It's just a game. I've heard a quote saying something like, a lifetime studying chess is a life wasted or something. So it's like, something like that. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying. Okay. He was really aggressive at first, but he's losing it. He's losing it. He had something going. I figure out my king situation. I'm definitely better. I just up a minor piece. I am just up a minor piece. His attack failed. we have a rucksack? Fellas, I think we have a rucksack. No, we have this. We have a fork. Check this fork out. You can't... Don't listen to me. That's the first thing I saw. I knew not to do that, but then I was so distracted on this other nonsense. Ugh. I'm so silly. Alright, well, let's get the queens off. Let's get the queens off. You guys have to stop having so much faith in me. That was horrible. Trying something like this. Ugh. Trade off all the pieces. Let's trade them all off. No more pieces for any of us. Let's get all these pieces off. Oh, Jordan Reberry, absolutely. If you want to play after this, we can definitely get you in here. Get on in here, fella. Get on in here. Yeah, we'll definitely get you in after this game. Gonna get you in on this after this game. I'm vulnerable right now. Haven't been doing so well. This is the time to play. This is the time to play. What are you thinking, fella? What's your idea here? What game are you playing? Doesn't go for the trade. Wow. Does not go for the trade. Interessante. Oh, I'm good on the trade now too. I don't need the trade. It's probably a draw. It's probably a draw. Not anymore if he misses this. Should probably bring his queen back to e4. I imagine. I'm cool. Feels like my knight's a little more useful than his bishop at the moment. Not sure if that will always be the case. Not sure if that will always be the case. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Jordan, you are the next. You'll be player number 3 tonight. Viewer Games. Great to see you back. Great to have you back. Great to have you back. She's eyeing up my dark colored pawns. Not sure if it's gonna be a neef. Can't take that because that's a fork. Now I'm gonna gobble up some pawns myself. And gobble up some pawns myself, and then once I take, it'd be an easy dub. Should be a fairly uncomplicated dub. Got a pass pawn over here. He has a lot of problems to consider. I mean, it's actually a she. What is she wearing? Oh my goodness. Playing chess by the pool or something. Playing chess by the pool. I can keep pushing because I'll just capture back with my knight. I let this one slip, fellas. I let this one slip. There's no way. There's no way I let this slip. There's no way I let this slip. Yeah, there is a way I let this slip. Shoot, man. I guess I'll just take the draw. That was definitely a win, and I lost it. And I lost it, lost it, lost it. Ooh, a little curveball action. There he is. All right, Jordan, let's get in here. What was your name on chess.com again? Can you send me a challenge? Nice little 3-2 action. Yeah, we were heavily favored to win, and then I found a way to lose it. Ugh. Yeah, because all I had to do was that, and then yeah. Oof. That's on me. That's on me, fellas. Jordan, what was your name on chess.com again? To get you in here. Was it Amadou's? Nah, it wasn't you. We're gonna get our, I think this is a third viewer game. There he is. There's the challenge. Just go. Welcome, welcome. Thanks again for the challenge, Jordan. Really appreciate you. Yeah, I think you're the third, maybe the fourth viewer game of the night. And then, oh wow, it's 10 o'clock. This will have to be the last game, fellas. I do have to get off so I can go to bed and get up to work. Go up to work in the morning. Can't be staying up late. Can't be staying up late, even though I want to. Even though I want to. Don't worry, got some. I was working on a chess video today. First time I got home. I believe I'm gonna post that online tomorrow. We got some chess content coming your way. If you'd like to support the channel and help me hit 1,000 subscribers, that's our the close-knit group here. That they know that that's our goal, hitting 1,000 subscribers, because then I can apply, or we can apply to be YouTube partners, which would be pretty neat. I'm not sure what that all entails, but it looks like a goal I would, to achieve, so why not go for it? I upload shorts like almost every day. More chess content, solving chess puzzles, or maybe just games, like little 1 to 3 minute bite size. Get this pawn. So plenty of chess stuff to go around if that's your thing. Yeah, I got some interesting new moves that might be difficult for you. Yeah, You're doing all these Gambit stuff. Yeah, you're gonna trick me with this Gambit stuff. No, I'm feeling good right now. I think I'm in the clear. I don't think you have any weird Gambit stuff. If you did, you might have missed your opportunity. So I think I'm in the clear. I think I'm in the clear right now. I think I am in the clear. Am I getting myself into trouble? I think I'm gonna get myself into trouble. Okay, I'm getting myself into trouble here. We have that at least. This is so weird. Oh, that was a bad move, actually. Ugh. Well, it's not like the horrible. It's not the worst. There's ways to get around certain things there. Okay, now we're in the clear. That was very confusing at first. I definitely made some bad moves in there, but we were able to find a way to get unscathed. Just finished watching back. Oh, you were, yeah. Sorry, there was not much chatting, Shrimpy. We were kind of trying to lock in, and we lost a draw, or we lost a win for a draw, so it's like, ugh, whatever. But yeah, this is my last game though, so. But I was saying, I think I'm gonna upload a video tomorrow for you fellas, just reviewing an interesting game. Actually, I think Shrimpy, you might have been there for this game, so it might not be new content for you. It's new in the sense that it's not just a clip from the original stuff. It's all new stuff I just shot and edited today, so we got things figured out. Surely there's a mate here in like one move. Where's the mate? Come on. Where's the mate? There it is. Finally. Hey, Shrimpy, be nice. He's a viewer. He was our third viewer game. Jordan, you know Jordan. We all go way back. No. She didn't mean that. Jordan, she did not mean that. She did not mean that. Here, I'll play you one more if you want. And this literally has to be my last game. I gotta set my alarms and everything. First day back to work in a while. Oh. Last game, fellas. Last game. Let's call it here. Yeah, Shrimpy, you're not the evil one here. Are you kidding me? Have you played yourself at chess? You're kind of mean. Nah. He just let me win. He's helping me go. He wants to make sure that I sleep nice and easy tonight. So he's like, this guy, he needs to pick me up. Let me give him a few wins so he can go to bed easy. Jordan did mention that he's learned a couple of tricks. You learned a couple of tricks. Probably take with a bishop, I imagine. I imagine. Oh, you know what I could do, guys? I bet there's something fun I could do for you guys before I hop off. I could... Right now, I have my video that I want to release, like, probably tomorrow. I have it on YouTube right now. But I could, like, send you guys a direct link in the chat. If you want a little sneak peek. You could watch it tonight if you want. That'd be fun. I wonder if that could work. Maybe, I think that's how it works. If it's private, as long as you guys have a direct link, you should be able to watch it. Ooh. That'd be a fun idea. Look at me just thinking about fun ideas right on, you know, on the spot. What's going on, fellas? I'll be here all night. Oh, not really. I'm getting off. Why I say the things I do? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. See if I can do that. Let me open up another tabby tab. Let me open up another tabby tab. What do we got? Do we got anything good? This looks fine. This looks fine. Where's my YouTube? We'll take. Maybe threaten his rook and bishop. Taking something here. I'm gonna take something here. The video is private, huh? The video is private. What can I do? Can I send this to you guys privately? Or is unlisted the way to go? Should I go unlisted? I think I'll do private. That way a direct link gets you the content, fellas. I might share a video. You can invite others to view your private video by entering their email address below. So I have to make this unlisted. Let me make this unlisted, fellas. And then I can share a link with you. And then you get a little sneak peek of a video that's going to come out. Well, I mean, yeah, it's going to come out tomorrow. But then, like, once it comes out tomorrow, you're not going to want to... Don't rewatch it. It's not that good. Hey, Ahmad. Ahmade. Oh, I really wish... I need to put your names in, like... in like a Google reader or something, so I can. You guys don't deserve to hear me try to botch your names. I'm gonna call you Ahmad. Ahmad. Amadus. Living it. Oh yeah, I remember you were telling me before how to pronounce your name. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have the worst memory. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad. I am so bad. Oh, yeah, you can take that. Duh. Don't worry, Jordan. If anyone can lose a winning position, it's me. It is me. Anyone can lose a winning position. It is, in fact, me. I'll find a way to lose this. This was the last game of the night, but don't worry, guys. I'll leave you off with a little treat. Who is this? Almost mate. This is almost mate. Come on, give me the mate. Come on, give me the mate. Where's the mate? He just gets to walk out. Ooh. Where's the mate? Where's the mate? I want the mate. Where is the mate? I don't see the mate yet, fellas. I don't see the mate. Come on, there has to be a mate here. Alright, here's the mate. Here's the mate. Here's the mate. Come on. Ah, there we go. That should be the mate. There we go. Well done, fellas. Well done. Well done. Well done. Well done. Let me see if I can transition over real quick. Oh, I would love to, but I stayed on 10 minutes longer than I should have. But thank you guys all so much for watching. I am going to let you off with a little treat, though. Thanks for everyone who's been watching and whatnot, hanging out with us. You guys are a lot of fun. Let me share with you guys the link to my video that I'll be posting tomorrow. It's more chess stuff, so similar vibe to what you're getting here. I imagine it should work. I imagine this link should work. Boom. I'm gonna say, here's a sneak peek for tomorrow's video. Enjoy. But with that being said, fellas, I mean that there's a good chance that link doesn't work actually. Yeah, let me remove that. Let me try this one. This one looks more official. Paste. There. That one should work. Yeah, that other one probably doesn't work, guys. Sorry. This one should work. Just to prove it, maybe I'll even click on it myself. Yeah, that looks like that works. Yeah, that one should work because the other one probably doesn't work. All right. With that being said, fellas, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that little sneak peek for tomorrow's video. Probably do the same thing tomorrow, similar time, close to 7-ish. But Shrimpy, thank you so much for the game. Jordan, thank you for your games. Ninja, nice to see you back again. Thank you for the games and humbling me a little bit. Shrimpy humbled me too, like she always does. I mean, my win rate against her is just getting worse and worse with every passing day. GD, nice to see you again. Thank you so much for popping in, saying hi. Ahmad Lovinch. Ugh, I'm so sorry. I'm going to need to see that spelled phonetically like 3 more times before I get for real, but I really do appreciate you. Felipe, he came on in here. Any new names in here? I think I saw a few new names. Kong, he popped by. My goodness, growing. Bloxy was here. All right, I've done this enough. Let me see if I can slowly transition the outro music. Oh, check this out, fellas. It's almost like I'm figuring things out here. It's all right. Anyways, take care. Appreciate you guys so much. Love you. See you tomorrow? Question mark. I don't know.